St. Joseph Missions works to empower women, enrich lives, and create positive change in our environment. And they are also accepting volunteers at their women's shelter. Here to share more about this organization is Erin Ness, who is their executive director. Hi, Erin.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes. So this organization sparked my attention because you all are offering so much to the community, but yet you're so new. So I know that that journey has probably been interesting over the last couple of years to get to this point today. So let's start off by just giving us an overview about your organization.
Yeah, so back in 2015, Catholics on a Mission, they were feeding the homeless downtown. There's different street outreach groups that feed the homeless. And fast forward a couple of years later, and they started really questioning, are we doing the right thing? They kept seeing the same faces and really felt called to do something, but they weren't sure what. So they did some research and found that there was no emergency shelter for single women here in our community. So, you know, emergency shelter for men, emergency shelter for families, domestic violence shelter, but if you were not experiencing domestic violence and you didn't have children, there really was nowhere for you to go. So they're like, okay, we'll open a homeless shelter for single women.
Wow,
Yeah.
that is so great. And I'm sure that has to be such an experience seeing, like you said, seeing those faces each day and not knowing where they're going, if anywhere.
Right.
You know, because so many people don't realize that when someone struggles or if they reach a certain hardship in life, they may lose their home. They may have to live in their car or not have a car to live in. So your shelter provides that shelter for them. So can you share more about some of the services that you offer?
Yeah, so not only do we provide, you know, bed nights, which since our opening, we've served over 200 women, provided over 8,000 bed nights.
Wow.
So providing that, and then also case management services. So the case manager walks alongside them to help them, you know, do referrals and get them connected to other resources in the community. We don't want to duplicate services, so getting them connected and, you know, set up, do assessments for housing through Brightpoint and Fort Wayne Housing Authority, really just walking alongside them and helping them for their next step.
Yes, and I love that a part of your mission is to empower women while helping them keep their dignity. Share with me why that part is so important.
Yeah, so it's so important. You know, we want to respect every woman that comes through. Shelter is a basic human right that we all deserve. We want to, you know, empower these women and help them walk alongside them. You know, every individual deserves respect and dignity, and these women are no different than anybody else. And that's really important to us. I constantly am talking about showing love, compassion, and grace. You know, we want to walk alongside and really help them in their journey.
Right. Absolutely. And throughout their journey, there are many different resources that they may need. And I know you spoke before getting them connected to some organizations, but you also focus on giving them networking opportunities with businesses and community services that they may need. So can you dive in on that and share more?
Yeah, so we definitely want to connect them to housing, to employment. You know, everybody has support systems, and we want to ensure that their support system, you know, we want to help them grow that support system. So making connections with them, so that way then they have more of a support system that can help them. You know, like I said, we all have support systems.
Yes.
So we want to ensure that they also have a really good support system that can help them along their journey. Yes.
And are there any requirements or limitations to the women that you help? Is there an age range, a certain status that they have to have?
Yeah, so we take adults, so 18. Our youngest 18, and then our oldest has been 82 years old. So if they are a single woman experiencing homelessness, then we can definitely help them, and we want to help them.
Yeah. And so what should they do? Stop by your facility? Do they have to call?
Yeah, so the best way to get in with us is to really call, but they can stop by. We are on the bus line, so calling, we're often full. We average about 90 phone calls a month, women calling seeking shelter. So the need is huge. the need is huge. So really just calling to get on a daily waiting list. We do a daily waiting list because you never know. Somebody might get a phone call from grandma that says, you know what, come on, come stay. So then we want to quickly fill that bed.
Right, okay. And, you know, with a nonprofit like yours, I'm sure that there are so many different resources that you need to be able to run and to provide that help. And as you said, there are so many women that need this type of support and shelter. So I'm sure that you all are looking to expand and just to be able to provide more. So as a community, what can we do to help in your initiative?
Yeah, so the biggest one, of course, is raising awareness. We are really pretty new and not a lot of people know about us. So raising awareness, I think we have a good mission. I don't think anybody wants to see a woman out on the street. So really just raising that awareness and that can gain supporters of St. Joseph Missions. And then of course we love volunteers. So anywhere from, providing a meal, a dinner meal, to helping to answer phones, to hygiene supplies. We don't want any woman that comes through our doors to have to worry about, where they're going to get soap and shampoo and things like that. So we're always taking donations of hygiene and then also cleaning supplies.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Erin, for sharing more about your organization.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And as you heard, raising awareness, volunteering, and donating are just a few ways that you can support the St. Joseph Missions. We'll have their website listed below, and we'll be right back.